back at Prince William's wedding in 2011, Prince Harry didn't deliver the best man speech, but he was allowed to say a few words before the main event. The public may have believed the Duke of Sussex acted as the best man at William and Kate's wedding in 2011, although he alleged in his memoir Spare that he was forced to go along with the barefaced lie. Harry says the palace didn't correct the assumption in order to spare interest into the lives of the real best men. He claimed his brother's closest mates, James Mead and Thomas Van Strabensee, actually delivered the traditional speech at the reception. Whichever way it went, it's been reported how Harry's then-girlfriend Chelsea Davy stopped him from telling a certain joke at the reception, the Mirror reports. Harry was demoted to act as a mere compere who introduced the pair, and he also came close to embarrassing his new sister-in-law on her big day. Once the formalities inside Westminster Abbey were over, the newlyweds and their guests moved on to a private reception. Harry only did a short but seemingly memorable speech as guests were apparently left laughing and crying throughout, as well as cracking a few jokes at his brother's expense. He told sweet stories of the newlyweds and said their love inspired them, which brought a tear to Kate's eye. Harry had also planned to use one very cheeky joke, but Chelsea stepped in and forced him to cut it out as she thought it went too far. According to royal expert Katie Nicholl, Harry wanted to mention Kate's killer legs, which is a risky joke for any bride, let alone the future queen. In her book Harry, Life, Loss, and Love, Katie explained that Harry asked Chelsea to read over his speech and check it before the big day. She wrote, she had helped Harry edit the best man's speech, sensitively advising him to take out a line about Kate's killer legs that might have embarrassed the bride. Apparently William got his own back on his younger brother during his best man speech at Harry and Meghan Markle's wedding in 2018. One of the guests told the Sunday Times that the heir to the throne made a filthy joke about wet knickers in his best man speech. The details of the reference have not been leaked, but could be a good opportunity to discuss that in a sequel to Spare. Wills also pulled a prank on his little brother at the party and almost floored some of the guests in the process. The Prince of Wales tied a ladder to the back of the newlyweds' car in reference to a time when Harry fell off a ladder while trying to change a light bulb. Harry's pal Charlie Van Strabensee also spoke at the Frogmore House reception, mocking the prince for his ginger hair. According to The Times, he questioned Harry's behaviour when he was acting as dorm monitor at Ludgrove School in Berkshire, where they both attended as students. He recalled, "All I wanted was a cuddle from my mommy. Instead Harry nicked my teddy bear and chucked it out onto the roof. Ladies and gentlemen, I ask you, how can you put someone in charge of a dorm when that someone is worse behaved than the whole dorm combined?" Harry spoke of William's wedding in his bombshell memoir Spare, which was released at the beginning of this year, claiming his brother was tipsy off rum hours before he married Kate in 2011. The Duke said William had gone down to greet fans camping out on the Mall by Buckingham Palace, ahead of the ceremony, while intoxicated as he had a few drinks to calm his nerves. Harry recalled telling him "you smell of alcohol" and offered him some mint sweets as he lowered the windows of the car, describing the smell of the aftermath of last night's rum on his brother's breath.